Hello, viewers. Sri Ram Kumar with Dr. Anand here. We'll understand what is doctor there. We would have seen Anand in one other interview. If that's the case, it should be PMP. So last year, November, he cleared PMP successfully. I think he made a resolution every few months or a year, I'll take one certificate. That resolution came true now. He has done with ACP, that is PMI, ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner. So there are a lot to learn from him in the sense of learning regularly and being humble, even though he has all the thing behind him. So first thing, congratulations, Dr. Anand, for this great achievement.
Thank you so much, Sriram. It's all because of you. We need a coach like you who can guide in professional career.
Nice to know. Nice to know your hard work. What I do is I want to show the certificate. This is PMI, ACP, Agile certified. Agile is becoming a trending word. It could be of any domain, any industry. You should be able to talk Agile or at least start listening to Agile and shouldn't feel alien words. You should know about it. So September 1st, he cracked it. And that's a good achievement, as I keep always telling. This color is a favorite color of PMI Institute. And PMP color changed to orange. ACP is still the old color, which we all like. And that's what Dr. Anand got it. So Dr. Anand, give a little background about you so viewers can know about you. Then we'll talk about Agile preparation.
Okay. So I'm a veterinarian by education, and then I switched to a different domain and did my post-graduation in medical informatics. And then I joined corporate. Never practiced, so I generally I don't prefer to keep the prefix as doctor, but it feels good to have that because this is something in my identity as well. So wherever possible, I keep this, and it also
You should.
yeah. And after that, so in my corporate journey, so I am associated with a global pharmaceutical company. We are a back office support for them, and I am into the R&D department, and we manage clinical trials applications which are responsible to manage the operational progress of their clinical trials happening globally. So we manage a lot of incidents, and then UAT of multiple applications, integration testing. So I came to know about Agile during my PMP. I have implemented in my work as well. Though my organization is already following that, but I have, you can say, I have fine-tuned it, and we have set few services also where we have implemented the project management principles. And in that part only, I got to know that the organization for which we work, they have a vision of implementing Agile wherever possible. So it is like a verbatim, it is written, implement Agile wherever possible. And in one of the governance meeting, one of the senior leader asked that whether you follow Agile methodology in UAT or not. Then that gave me an idea that somehow I have to go into this path as well, because the demand is coming, expectation is also coming, and there is a definite way to, because most of the companies are now adopting Agile, so it's good to have this certification.
Very good, very good, very good. Nice. Nice to know that. You nicely explained from where the doctor came up and now where are you. But again, the value of doctor is pretty high in the sense of you had this dream in your school days and you got that and you hold it. Even though you don't practice it, I'm sure the knowledge is around you and you have that passion that should be there. Fantastic. Great. I am appreciating that Agile. You sensed it. It's coming. The wave is coming. Get ready. We are talking about Agile for a long time, but of late, every industry starts picking up now, and I can expect another few years of time. It's going to be a big wave. People who get certified, learn now, going to benefit a lot as they move. So now I know this Agile is needed, all good, but how do you went towards exam? What kind of preparation you did?
So I follow the same methodology that I did in PMP. So first I attended your coaching. got to know the subjects, because what I have came to know is that like PMICP is a little oriented towards the IT side, and people who are from IT background, they have definitely an edge over this, even though they are not certified, but they understand it nicely. And so immediately after passing the PMP, I joined PMICP classes, and initially I struggled to completely switch over to a new method, a new way of managing project, and which was nice to know. And I realized that it is even you can say simpler and easy to adopt, and it has given benefits to multiple industries over the time. So why not learn this as well? And then I attended all your classes, and then after completion, I side by side I followed Mike Griffith book as well. And the book is very nicely written, very comprehensive. It has many diagrams also, which is easy to recall the concepts. And then the questions which has been floated in the group, I used to solve it. And then since there was a break of let's say for 2-3 months due to COVID, so I again picked up the preparation and revised the book twice, and then started the same way that as I have done in PMP. So I took a Prepcast account, and then gave so there were 4 mocks. Out of that, I have completed 3. Scores were not very good, so I started thinking whether I should whether I am ready for or not. So I thought, let's go and give the exam, and let's see what happens. And successfully I have made it with a good score also. Probably it was coming from the Prepcast also, that the questions that they have given, all the situational questions are very close to what I have seen in the exam.
What I want to check out is you coming from a background where Agile is not extensively used, right? It is
not extensively. It's not at all used.
Is that okay? Fine. Now, when you read the book, you got some idea what it's all about. But again, are you able to map it when you read and prepare for the exam, or you see some relevance?
Yes, and there were certain questions which will take you through the traditional way of thinking the projects. And being a PMP person, I used to go. I used to jump over those answers, and later I found that it's not correct. If you are thinking, if you are going for an agile, you have to think like those principles, and then I fine-tuned my thinking, and then I am able to make it out why this is correct and why this is not correct.
Right. I think it revolves around this 12 principles. Is that right?
Yes. And I remember that you have given this, you can say, a task of daily writing those principles, and then I recollected it, that why it has been stressed so much.
I think some of the questions are many questions where you struggle. If you make a close look, it will be towards this 12 principles, right?
Yeah.
Good. How do you feel after reading PMP, reading Agile? Do you feel that you are inclining towards a servant leader mindset? Do you get the feel of it?
Yes. This is something not new for us, because we already have this inverted triangle of leadership. So that is not difficult for me to relate. We always like hear the servant leadership or inverted triangle of leadership model. But yes, the details I got to know from the PMICP.
Perfect. Great. So now if someone is starting the preparation, so what will be a thought process? Do they need to be scared of Agile, or they can be from any industry, they can go for it?
I think Agile is for everyone, because it has been, it's a proven methodology, a proven mindset. Though we are already in a mindset of having a traditional way of managing projects, whether we know the concept or not, but we are implementing it. But Agile is something totally a new way of handling things. And it is very interesting to read and understand what is the other way of managing such projects and why it has come in place. I think it is for everyone, and it is very interesting also.
Got you. I like the way you said, whether we know this or not, but we apply it. Now Agile is you're learning and applying, right? That's a difference. Good. Nice, cool. So now, went to the exam. You went online, or it's how the ACP exam works? How many questions? What's the timing?
So it was Proctor based only. I gave from my home setup. I deliberately booked it at the from 8 to 12 slot, 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. because the noise level and distractions will be at the lower side. There will be no power cut. So that is something a proven can say thing from my PMP time. So I took the same slot, and there were 120 questions. Initial the same way. The 30-40 questions. The initial 30-40 questions were very you can say lengthy as well as little tough also. That I have not experienced it, and I thought again I'm going to now lose the exam. I should have probably gone through some other mock test also. But after 30-40 questions, I started now making good progress and gained the confidence. And I passed out with I think in 6 above targets. So happy about that.
Ooh, man! Out of 7, 6 above target.
Yes.
Cool, man. That's a majority. Majority hit it, huh? You got the gun, 10, all. Okay. Which area you felt a little tricky? For example, in Agile, we have methodologies: Scrum, Kanban, Extreme Programming, Crystal methodology. It doesn't talk only Scrum; it talks all. And one area talk about value delivery. One area talks about adaptive planning, how to make planning with the Fibonacci sequence, or it could be of release planning. So which area you felt these guys are drilling you, or you felt a little tricky?
A lot of questions were from the role and expectation. What will be the next action for a Scrum Master? And it was more, the questions were framed more of a standpoint of a Scrum Master, what he what he should do. Let's say if a product owner is saying this thing, or the team is saying this thing, or there is a problem, what would be the next action? So most of the questions were revolving around that area, and the few questions were on the graphs also, but it was not having any calculation part.
When you say graph, does it talk about, are talking about burn down, burn up charts? That's what you're talking about?
Yes.
So when they burn down, burn up, this we are not using on a day in, day out basis, right? How is it? Are you able to, the theoretical knowledge I was able to tell you that this charts help for this purpose. Are you able to do that?
Yes, graphs, questions of graphs were pretty simple. It was more of the, that I was facing, you can say that of time when the question was related to situations, what the team should do, or what should be the next action for a Scrum Master. So those questions were tricky, and people who are in IT industry, they can probably relate it.
For them, it will be pretty closer.
Yeah.
Got you.
But then I use elimination technique and figure it out what will be the 2 closest answer, and then I picked it. So the previous questions helped at that time. So when I was going through the incorrect replies that I have done, and what is the reason that is the question, the answer, my answers were incorrect. Those things has helped me to understand what is the concept behind and choosing one answer and leaving the other one.
Makes sense. And by any chance, did you go through the Agile Practice Guide book of PMI Institute? Are you able to flip some pages there, or mic is enough for you?
Mic is enough. I have not flipped the PMI.
That's pretty good. Because For PMP of late in 2021, people tend to read Agile Practice Guide very well, which has a lot of coverage, but still my coverage is pretty decent, right? This person has written a good book that I appreciate it.
Yes.
Right,
But,
very good.
But the standard of questions were not that easy, as I have thought. It is not that easy. I can definitely say that it needs a good amount of understanding, just because I have read the book thrice, but still I was struggling in the mock test. And that gives me an idea that why I should read more and more. And then in the final exam, in the real exam also, it showed that way, that questions are not that easy. You have to understand the concept, and then only you can crack it.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. See, I think it's not about a book questions, right? These guys go by conceptual questions, which is a little tricky. Conceptual is always, you cannot judge something. This is how it will be, right? It's a little tricky. Okay, fantastic. Nice to know. Good tips I got from you. That is regarding exam, we got some details, book to read, and how to look into the system. Even though Agile is not used, but you're anticipating it's going to come. Based on that, you prepared yourself. I would really appreciate you, because there are many people not even anticipating. They're middle of the Agile, already the corporate implementing, but they think, let me do as I know. Like rightly you said in the beginning, people many don't know, they just apply. It's fine until it goes well. If something starts failing, there the problem starts. Right, great. So if you want to give something more extra tips, do you have anything for the people on the part of time management in the exam? Because 120 questions, 3 hours, slightly tougher, I believe.
To be really frank, so I was not having that time constraint, because the PMP has given me enough, you can say, that bandwidth that I can decide which questions to solve. And so I was not facing the time management problem. It was more of a conceptual understanding issue that I was facing.
I understand. Got it. Okay, so you are good at time, because I remember one person said she was able to complete 35 minutes before the exam. She done. Okay, out of 3 hours, 2.5 hours, she done. I have one person who struggled at the last minute. He was going to answer it. So it varies, I believe. You cannot tell everyone has the same time problem. Perfect. Nice. Happy to know. Great. First, thanks a lot for coming up here to give this a success story. One thing I would really admire you for keeping that consistency. November 2020, you cleared your PMP. Now in September 2021, you got your ACP. So it is not just certificate, right? It needs that passion. Just certificate means there are a lot of certificate very easily available. You pay the money, 2 days of class, end of the class, you get certificate. But I feel that you took everything which is challenging. It could be a doctorate, a doctor, and you can become a PMP. It could be ACP. You say that, okay, guys, challenge me. Let me see what I can do and make it happen.
So this focus has actually come from, I think, after joining the Sri Learning only, that because initially I was thinking of what to do to move ahead in professional career. What are the demands of in the market? So I think from the last year itself, I got the direction, and then I'm moving on with that part.
That's nice. Good. You took it in the right way. I appreciate it. Super. Hello, viewers. Thanks everyone for watching this video. So we have a very humble person in front of us, Dr. Anand. After having all the certificate, he will keep quiet. So a lot to learn from him. Give your likes, comments, and wishes to Dr. Anand for achieving Agile Certified. Look at the way he said, I'm anticipating a wave of Agile is on the way. So get ready, right? I know I keep pressing this everywhere. And again, PMI also start doing that. If you can see, PMI, PMP has Agile 50% now. So it means agility is always there, but choose the right one. I think he took the right one. There are a lot of courses in the market. I'm not saying others are bad, but I think ACP is a very decent certificate, which makes you to learn actually what is Agile. Rather learning one framework, one portion, it tries to show the full picture, right? So choosing wise is very important. Superb. And once again, thanks a lot to Mr. Dr. Anand. Keep rocking. All the best for a great success.
Thank you so much, Sriram. This success goes to Sri Learning and you.
Great. Keep rocking.